This is the saddest story. There have been a lot of sad stories recently. This is one of the saddest stories I've seen recently. Comes from McDonald's. This was really weird timing because the story just broke today, but last night, was it last night? I think it was. Or 2 nights ago. I was getting back from a speech. It was 2 nights ago. I'm getting back from a speech. And I arrived late, I hadn't had dinner, and I say, okay, I'm getting a little Mac attack right now. I want to get a little double quarter pounder with cheese before I get home. It's late. Elisa's already had her dinner. Plus I can sneak a little fast food, and Elisa's not looking. Okay, great. So I pull up, and I see this weird thing on the menu at McDonald's. It says it's I forget what they called it, but it was some weird co-branding thing. And it looked like a Happy Meal, but it was clearly for adults, and it said limited edition, but it was that little box, you used to get for the Happy Meals. I said, I don't know, whatever. Ordered my quarter pounder with cheese, went home, had a nice night. I find out today McDonald's is launching Happy Meals for adults. They say, quote, "We're taking one of the most nostalgic McDonald's experiences and literally repackaging it in a way," literally, people use that word literally way too much, "repackaging it in a new way that's hyper-relevant for our adult fans," McDonald's USA Chief Marketing and Customer Experience Officer Tariq Hassan said in a press release. "Everyone remembers their first Happy Meal as a kid and the can't sit still feeling as you dug in to see what was inside. That little red box could turn a regular Tuesday into the best day ever. And now we're reimagining that experience in a whole new way, this time for adults." So what does it come with? It's in a box, similar kind of box, and you open it up, and instead of the tiny little cheeseburger, it's a Big Mac, because you're supposed to be an adult now. And instead of the tiny little drink, it's a big-sized drink. Instead of the tiny little fries, it's bigger fries. And there's a toy. It comes with a toy. Because you're an adult, but you're nostalgic. You're going to go back and relive that experience. This is so sad. Man, my generation is so freaking sad. The millennials are it's just pathetic. Because this generation just won't grow up. Yeah, I like nostalgic things. Yeah, when I think of the 90s, that was fun, 90s fashion. And boy, it was nice being a kid in some ways. Although, don't forget, nostalgia's history after a few drinks, okay? It wasn't really the way you remember it. But, okay, why do I need to pretend to be a kid again? Why won't millennials grow up? Grow up! Get married, have kids, get a normal job. Grow up, man. Oh my gosh. Well, come on, Michael, don't be such a downer. It's fun to relive your childhood. The crazy part, I agree with that. It is fun to relive your childhood. Do you know how you relive your childhood in a normal way? You have kids and then do things with them. It saddens me so much when I see my fellow millennials going to Disney World alone, not with kids. Not even let's say they can't have their own kids, not even with their nieces or nephews nothing. They go alone and they go on the rides themselves. They're in their 30s. And then they go, what do? They go and get the Happy Meal and they try to collect all the little toys so they can put the toys next to their other toy collection in their overgrown child dystopia. Guys, grow up, man. Growing up is good. I know we all have this nostalgia for our past. Let me tell you something. Barring, certain years people have bad things happen, traumas and things, but I'm saying year over year, I think my life has gotten better every single year of my life. I love it. I look forward to the future. I do not fear getting old. I love it. I want to see my kids grow up. I want to continue to do work that I find important and that I want to build a life with my family. I don't want to return to the freaking playpen and play with little Grimace toys and suck on my Happy Meal. Slurp up a little, Coca-Cola and eat a cheeseburger, okay? You can do it with your kids. It reminds me of that song by Kenny Loggins. Do you know the song Back to Pooh Corner? So help me if you can, I've got to get back. And it's this whole thing about, he wrote it when he was graduating high school, how he was lost in the woods and he's got to get back to Pooh Corner. And what happened to Winnie the Pooh and all of his friends? I can't find them anymore. And he's coming to terms with leaving childhood and graduating high school and moving on and becoming an adult. He says, I just want to get back to Pooh Corner, but I can't because that's over now. I've gone a little further today than I thought I could. And all right, I'm out of here, right? But then he revisits the song. He writes, after he had a kid, he writes another stanza and he says, I have made it back to Pooh Corner because I'm looking at my son right now playing with my old little toys. But we don't do that as millennials. It's this generation of completely stunted growth. And it's really sad. And I don't know why. Was it a failure of our parents? Sure, blame your parents. Is it a failure of the economy? Okay, blame the economy. Is it a failure of it's everybody else's fault other than your own? Okay, fine. Blame whoever you want. I'm just telling you guys, well, I'm preaching to the choir with you, but I'm telling the people who are getting the adult Happy Meal, growing up is good. It's good. I know it's scary. And I know you don't, oh gosh, if I get married, then I won't be able to sleep with everyone else. You're right. Oh gosh, if I have kids, I'll have to be accountable and responsible. Yes, you will. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, it's scary. It's worth it. Growing up is worth it. When I was a child, I ate Happy Meals. When I became an adult, I put away childish things. And I bought Happy Meals for my little kid, okay? And for me, I buy double quarter pounders with cheese. Okay, the rest of the show is continuing now. You do not want to miss it. We've got fake headlines. We've got the real headlines from the week. There's one fake headline in there. The producers have sent these to me. You have to guess, and then I have to guess which the fake headline is. I've been on a roll so far. We will see how it is going over at the member block. See you there.